How to assess muscular strength. The only equipment that would be needed to perform the modified standard push-up test assessment would be an aerobic mat and a repetition counter, preferably a partner. Now for the 1 repetition max, you need a facility with the appropriate equipment, the bench or a leg press machine, a spotter, plus the weights. A 1 repetition max can be performed in a bench press or a leg press. For this video, we will be performing a bench press. In order to perform a 1 repetition max, 5 to 10 minutes of low-intensity aerobic exercise should be done as a brisk walk. Then you can perform several reps with a light load prior to adding moderate to high resistance onto the bar. Then you can increase the resistance by 2.5 kilograms to 20 kilograms or 5.5 pounds to 45 pounds. The initial weight you start with should consist of 50 to 70% of what you believe your max weight would be. Then you can go ahead and attempt your 1 rep max and rest 3 to 5 minutes between repetitions until you cannot successfully perform the lift. When performing the 1 repetition max on the bench press, your form is especially important before you lift up the bar off the rack. You want to make sure that your eyes are aligned with the bar and your hand placement should be shortly wider than shoulder width apart. As you bring down the bar down to your chest, you want to make sure the bar is directly below your chest. As you move the bar up from the bottom face, you want to exhale, making sure your abs are contracted. In order to prevent fatigue and record a true 1 repetition max, increase the weight by 2.5 kilograms to 20 kilograms to each repetition. Some key points to remember for this protocol is that it should be continued until you cannot successfully complete the lift. The lift should be obtained of 4 sets. 1 repetition max is determined by lifting the heaviest weight attempted successfully through full range of motion, unassisted with proper technique. The modified push-up is a protocol used to determine muscular endurance for sedentary or deconditioned individuals. The goal of this protocol is to perform as many push-ups as possible without rest. You must exhale from pushing off from the floor. Your hands must be under your shoulders, pointing forward, back must be straight, head up, and your elbows must be fully extended in the up position. Your chin must also touch the mat in each repetition. The subject's knees are used as a pivotal point, and the test can be terminated once the subject's form is not maintained within 2 reps. The standard push-up assessment is appropriate for relatively healthy and active individuals. The goal of this push-up assessment is to also do as much push-ups as possible without rest. The protocol stays exactly the same as the modified push-up. The only difference is that the toes are used as pivotal points. Due to safety concerns on the 1 repetition max protocol may bring, the reps to fatigue protocol is used as an alternative that is appropriate with sedentary adolescents or older population. This test determines anaerobic endurance relates to a person's ability to perform successful muscular contractions with a heavy, near maximal load for a relatively short period of time. To do this, you must complete 2 to 10 repetitions, 75% of perceived maximal load, successfully through a full range of motion and with proper technique, giving us an assessment for the equation in determining the 1 repetition max.